keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath on the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Gwinner, North Dakota at North Sargent High School, the site of tonight's Division B District 1 girls contest between the number 6 ranked Maple River Raiders and the number 4 ranked Sargent County Bulldogs. On the call for you here this evening on YourLiveEvent.com, I am Nick Furch. I am joined by my cameraman Connor Olson, and we are in for an exciting matchup as the District 1 tournament seeding is on the line here this evening. The winner of tonight's contest will be the number 1 seed for District 1 in the tournament starting next Friday. Having a chance to talk to both head coaches prior to this one. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard. Head coach Nathan Hoots for the Maple River Raiders. They're coming into this with an overall record of 12-3, undefeated in both Region 1 and District 1 overall. Talking to head coach Hoots, one of his big parts is even though the Raiders are coming into this one winners of their last 7, he still doesn't feel like they've been playing their best basketball as of late. They defeated the Tri-State Tigers on Thursday 61-50 and the Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos 52-37 last Monday. With those wins, Coach Hoots felt like there was still a lot that his team needed to do. Shooting the basketball was one of the struggling areas, saying that they were unable to connect from deep as well as just get some of those easy shots to go, feeling like the success at the free throw line is what really got them through that victory against the Lobos. But something that the Raiders can look forward to is their ability to move the basketball and get it down low to some of their studs. Their junior center, number 12, Addison Hannig, will be playing quite a huge role for the Raiders here this evening, someone to look out for. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they're coming into this one off of a victory last Tuesday against TS Bazina and a win against Richland last Monday. Those 2 victories came off their one and only loss on the season when they lost to the number 1 ranked Mayport CG Patriots last Saturday. Talking to head coach Randy Searstead, one of the areas that he was really hoping for was not only containing Addison Hannig, but also to try and contain the young 8th grade star, number 3, Violet Richmond, for the Raiders, trying to keep her from being a major factor in this one. One of the players that the Bulldogs are definitely going to be relying on here this evening is their sophomore forward, number 22, Carly Cadoon, coming into this one, averaging just shy of 20 points per game. Seems to be a walking bucket as soon as she steps onto the floor. We'll throw it over to our starting lineups. First for the Maple River Raiders here this evening. They're going to be starting at forward. Their 5'10 junior wearing number 1, Brielle Caloran. A senior guard standing 5'6", number 2, Iris Richmond. The previously mentioned 5'7", 8th grade guard, number 3, Violet Richmond. The 6-foot junior center, number 12, Addison Hannig. And to round off the starting 5 for Coach Hoots' Raiders is the 5'5" senior guard, number 22, Kiana Leerud. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs here this evening, they're going to be starting with their junior point guard, standing 5'3", number 2, Emma Bixby. The previously mentioned 5'10" sophomore forward, number 22, Carly Cadoon. The senior forward, standing 5'10", wearing number 24, Hallie Nelson. The senior center, standing 5'10", number 33, Amber Kerr. And the 5'8" junior forward, number 35, Sadie Newstall, will finish off the starting five for the Sargent County Bulldogs. We're just about ready to get underway here from North Sargent. Number 4 versus number 6. The number 1 seed in District 1 is on the line here this evening. We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com.
Community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Welcome back to North Sargent as we are just about ready to get underway with our opening lineups here. We will start first with the Maple River Raiders. We will send it down to the floor to hear from Athletic Director Sorley here from North Sargent. Once again, the starting five for the Maple River Raiders. Number 1, Brielle Kaloran. Number 2, Iris Richmond. Number 3, Violet Richmond. Number 12, Addison Hannig. And number 22, Kiana Liebrud. And once again, the starting five for the Sargent County Bulldogs here this evening. Number 2, Emma Bixby. Number 22, Carly Cadoon. Number 24, Hallie Nelson. Number 33, Amber Kerr. And number 35, Sadie Newstall. Bulldogs coached by Randy Searstead. Raiders coached by Nathan Hoops. Number 4, number 6, number 1 spot in District 1 on the line here this evening. We are just about ready to get underway for what is sure to be an exciting night of basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Madison Hanning and Hallie Nelson set to tip, and the Bulldogs are going to come away with the opening tip here in this one. It looks to be a little bit of a 1-3-1 style defense being played by the Raiders to get this started. Newstall gets it to Nelson. Tried to get an inside to Cadoon. Back out to Nelson. Her corner shot just a little bit long. Rebound gathered there by Iris Richmond. And that's going to go off of the leg of Sadie Newstall. Possession will stay here with Maple River. The full court press is something that Coach Hoots talked about and was a big focus for his team, trying to make sure they're able to beat that and take advantage of beating it here throughout the evening. Lee Rood out to Violet Richmond. Richmond, her dribble drive kick out to Kaloran. Kaloran out to Lee Rood. Lee Rood able to get to that before Newstall was able to. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Kaloran, this is Lee Rood for 3, and that's going to be off the mark. Rebound gathered there by Amber Kerr, and gets it ahead now to Emma Bixby running the floor. She gets it to Nelson, far side corner. Skip pass to Cadoon. Good close out there by Lee Rood. Nelson, her mid-range shot again, going to be long. And this one is going to be poked out of bounds, deflecting off of Iris Richmond. Possession will be in favor of Sargent County. Ball did not hit the rim, so 19 left on the shot clock. Newstall set to inbound here, gets it to Bixby. Newstall, far side corner, 15 left on the shot clock. Newstall up top now to Cadoon. Cadoon left alone for 3 off the mark. And we're going to have a loose ball foul there on Hallie Nelson, her first, team's first. Good box out there from Brielle Kaloran, forcing that loose ball foul against Sargent County. So Violet Richmond bringing it up the floor, far side. Able to blow right past the Bulldogs. Good deflection there by Kerr. This is Cadoon up ahead to Bixby, and Bixby all the way to the rack and is going to score for our first bucket here on the evening. Good hustle play there. I believe that was Brielle Kaloran trying to hustle her way down to transition defense. Good tip there by Kerr, but Hanning able to get in anyway. They dig down, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession favors Maple River. So 22 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Lee Rood going to inbound here for Maple River. She gets it out to Iris Richmond. Kaloran here, her dribble drive. Gets it now to, loses it, but gets it back. Richmond, Hanning. Tries to get it down low to Violet Richmond, but good job there by Hallie Nelson, able to pick it off and gets it now to Bixby, who's going to slow it down, set up the offense. 2 minutes gone here in our first quarter. And Newstall trying to get it down low to Cadoon, not looking. Hanning gets away with it. She is going to push it ahead. Good job there by Bixby. Able to pick that one off as they try to get it in the corner to Violet Richmond. Bixby now to Nelson, down low to Cadoon. Cadoon's turnaround shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Newstall, and Sadie Newstall does a good job there, able to get the bucket for Sargent County. As Violet Richmond going to get doubled there near side here. Poked away. Ball's loose. Good save there by Newstall, but Lee Rood's going to be there, and this is now Violet Richmond. Ball's poked around. We're going to have another tie-up. Excuse me, that was Iris Richmond. They were trying to pass it down low, and we're going to have a jump ball favoring Sargent County. So great defensive possession there by Sargent County, able to not really allow the Raiders to get under control, forcing that turnover. So Bixby now to Newstall. This is Nelson, far side corner, gets it to Cadoon. Cadoon's mid-range shot up and good. First bucket for Carly Cadoon. Her, Newstall, and Bixby all with 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Violet Richmond goes right into the double. Able to get it now to Iris. This is Kaloran. Tries to get it down low to Hanning, but good job there by Amber Kerr, able to deflect that one out of bounds. Sargent County coming into this one, giving up just over 40 points a game. This is a 3 for Violet Richmond, and that's good. First bucket for the Raiders belongs to Violet Richmond, and we're back to just a one-possession game here as we start to approach the halfway point. Pass to Cadoon, short corner, mid-range shot, no good. Rebound gathered there by Iris Richmond. She's going to get it back now to Kiana Learud. Learud tries to get it down low to Hanig. Hanig, good post move, and Hanig going to convert, and she will go to the line now with an opportunity to convert. The three-point play opportunity. Foul on the play is going to be called on number 33, Amber Kerr, her first, team's second. And the free throw there from Addison Hanning is good, so we are tied up. 6-0 run to start for the Bulldogs. 6-0 run now to answer for the Raiders as we have a pair of substitutions getting ready to come in for the Raiders. And it looks like one for Sargent County. Next dead ball. Skip pass there to Kerr. Kerr gets a cutting Sadie Newstole. Good vision there. Not too often that your center has the capability to make that play through the vision. Nice play there, getting it down low to Addison Hanig. And from one nice pass to another. We are tied here at 8, over halfway gone through the first quarter. Three-point shot from Hallie Nelson, no good. Rebound gathered there by Kaloran as Learud's going to bring it up the floor, push. This is Violet Richmond. Her dribble drive, stops, gets it out to Learud. Learud back up now to Violet Richmond. Her dribble drive, left hand, and loses it. And Cadoon unable to maintain possession there. So possession will stay here with the Raiders. Those substitutions coming in for Coach Hoots. You got number 10, the freshman guard, Carly Hovelson. And number 20, the sophomore forward, Claire Irie. Checking in for Sargent County is number 14, the junior forward, Lily Lee. She contested that shot. No good, and unable to maintain possession is Irie, but the jump ball favors Maple River, so they will have the basketball, taking it out underneath. Hanning, this is Kaloran. Irie now gets it to Richmond. Her corner three up and off the mark. Hanning is going to draw the foul, and she will go now to the line to shoot two. Of that foul is called on number 24, Hallie Nelson. Nope, called on number 22, Carly Cadoon. So her first, team's third. Free throws 2 and 3 up here for Addison Hanning. Her first one is off the mark. So Hanning with an opportunity to take the first lead for the Raiders here in this first quarter. Second free throw up for the junior. And that is good. So 1 for 2 trip, 2 for 3 here in this first quarter. And the Raiders have their first lead of the evening as we are under 3 minutes to go here in our first quarter. Nelson, good defense played there by Hovelson. Nelson tries to get it down low to Newstole, and we're going to have a foul called, and they're going to give her the shooting foul. So Sadie Newstole to the line now to shoot two. That foul called there was on number 20, Claire Irie, her first, team's first here. So Newstole will head to the line to shoot two. First free throw up for the junior is no good. Second free throw for Newstole is good. So 1 for 2 on both ends of the court. We're tied here at 9. As Hovelson tries to get it to Hanning, and we're going to have a deflection out of bounds. Possession will stay here with the Raiders. Good defense played there by Newstole as Hovelson tried to get it down to Hanning. So Violet Richmond gets it now to Kaloran. This is Hanning in the middle. Three-point shot there for Hovelson. No good, but Kaloran able to get the offensive rebound and unable to get that one to go. So Bixby now gets it ahead to Cadoon. This is Nelson in the corner. Bixby now. Swing pass to Newstole. This is Lee. Her short corner shot is good. Good ball movement there by Sargent County, keeping this 1-3-1 defense moving for the Raiders. As Hovelson gets it to a cutting Richmond, down low to Hanning, and Hanning blocked there by Lee, and this time I think Lee might have gotten a little overzealous, and we're going to have a foul called on, I believe they're calling that one on number 24, Hallie Nelson. They are. So Nelson picking up her second, team's fourth. Exactly 2 minutes remaining here in our first quarter of play. Hanning's first free throw is up and good. Amber Kerr checking back in for the Bulldogs. Kiana Learud back in for the Raiders. Second free throw here for Addison Hanning. Is up and good. So 4 for 5 from the stripe here in the first quarter is the junior Hanning. As we are tied at 11 apiece, under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Bixby to Newstall. This is Kadoon. Her three-point shot is up and off the mark. Good rebound there by Irie. Learud bringing it up the floor now. This is Irie trying to get it down low to Hannig. Good move there by Hannig. Is Hannig able to get the bucket, and she is doing a great job down low against this Sargent County interior defense. There's a Raiders lead here now, 13-11. Bixby to Newstall. This is Kadoon, guarded by Hovelson. Kerr, her mid-range shot off the mark, just a little strong. Hannig loses it, but they're going to say last touch by Newstall as she tried to keep that one in play, deflected it there out of bounds. Learud almost picked off there by Bixby, poked away, and Bixby is going to be able to score. Good job there by Carly Kadoon, able to gather that loose ball and throw it ahead to Bixby. Bixby now with 4 points. Learud gets it to Hannig. This is Hovelson, almost tipped there by Bixby, and that's going to be no good. Pass up ahead to Carly Kadoon, and Carly Kadoon just a little bit strong. Good transition defense there by Violet Richmond. About an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock, as we're going to have a jump ball. Possession's going to favor Sargent County, so good job there by Bixby, able to make it back defensively to force that tie up, and we got about a second and a half difference now between shot clock and game clock. Bulldogs can essentially settle for the final shot if they would like to. This is Kadoon, her short corner shot, no good. Newstall tries to force the tie up there, and Newstall does a good job forcing Learud to step out of bounds. So Sargent County going to take over possession underneath their own basket after that Raiders turnover. Up top now to Bixby. This is the corner. Newstall, her three-point shot is good. Sadie Newstall with 8 points here to lead the Bulldogs in scoring. They lead here by 3, 10 seconds remaining. Learud just trying to get it across half court. Just able to do so. Richmond, cross-court pass to Irie. Her three-point shot off the mark. And that'll do it for your first quarter of play. Sargent County leads in this one, 16. Maple River Raiders, 13. We will be back with your second quarter of action. You're watching on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
16-13 your score here from North Sargent as the Sargent County Bulldogs able to take the lead off of the corner 3 from Sadie Newstall. She's leading the Bulldogs in scoring with 8, but the Raiders able to come back from down. Sorry about that. From down 6 to tying it up off the 10 points from their junior Addison Hanning as Learud's corner 3 off the mark. Good strong board there by Amber Kerr as Emma Bixby will bring it up the floor. She is joined by Kerr, Lily Lee, Carly Cadoon, and number 21, Peyton Hammond, seeing her first action. Bixby tries to rifle it down to Lee, out to Hammond. Her three-point shot is good. Once again, tremendous ball movement there from Sargent County as they match their previous largest lead now of 6. Richmond, this is Kaloran. This is Hovelson now to Learud. Good ball movement here by the Raiders. Three-point shot there from Violet Richmond is good, and she answers the 3 from Hammond with one of her own. So staying in that 1-3-1 zone is Maple River. Bixby now to Kerr. Cross-court find to Hammond. Her three-point shot up and good. Peyton Hammond 2 for 2 in her first 2 shots in quarter number 2. As Hovelson might have gotten away with a push-off. Good tip there on that pass from Kaloran to Richmond. Bixby gets it to Hammond. And good ball movement there. Almost loses it, but instead what we're going to have is a foul away from the shot on or against the Raiders. It was Peyton Hammond who was fouled. And that foul was committed by number 10, Carly Hovelson. So it was after the shot, so possession will just stay here with Sargent County. Addison Hannig checked back in at that break, and we're going to have a jump ball favoring Sargent County. So nice steal there by Bixby on that last defensive possession, but maybe a couple passes too many there as they were unable to capitalize on the fast break opportunity. And trying to inbound that to Lee, but good tip there by Violet Richmond to force another inbound from the deep corner here for Hammond. Gets this into Bixby. This is now Cadoon. Cadoon, her dribble drive stops, free throw line, leaves that one short. And Lee stepped out of bounds before saving that one. So this time possession will go to the Raiders. 22-16, just about 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 1. And Richmond loses that one. I thought maybe Bixby might have tripped her, but somehow the Bulldogs have it. Cadoon, her shot a little bit strong. Lee able to sky up over Iris Richmond and gets the offensive putback opportunity. Hannig down low to Richmond. This is Hannig up top now to Violet Richmond. Learud to Kaloran. Good collapse there. Learud's three-point shot is going to be long. Rebound gathered there by Peyton Hammond. So once again, good defensive possession there by Sargent County. They have their largest lead of 8 points, 2.5 gone in quarter number 2. Cadoon fakes the skip pass, gets it back up top to Bixby. This time skip. Good ball movement here by Sargent County up to Emma Bixby. Her three-point shot off the mark. Hammond comes storming in for the offensive rebound. And good job there by Iris Richmond as now Violet Richmond ahead. And we're going to have a foul called on the drive. This is going to be called on number 2, Emma Bixby. Her first, team's first here in quarter number 2. Hallie Nelson checking back in with those 2 fouls for Sargent County. And Sadie Newstall checking in with those 8 first quarter points for the Bulldogs. Hovelson checking back in for the Raiders. She gets the inbound. This is Learud in the corner. Tries to get it to Kaloran, batting around. Good job there by Nelson. And just a little bit tall there on the streak up the seam. And we'll have an incomplete pass turnover for Sargent County. Richmond trapped in the corner. Tries to throw it off of Peyton Hammond, but we're going to have a timeout called. We're going to have a timeout called first, and head coach here said not Not too happy that they were able to get that timeout call, but nonetheless, we're going to have a 30-second timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll take one with them. Sargent County leading by 8.
Congratulations, Chase, on your award.
Leo at the left wing, couple hard dribbles in the paint, backdoor cut, and a block shot by Sim.
From all of us with your live event powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
The Haugo into Bruin territory 40. Little shake and bake 30. Haugo could go. It's another house call for Peter Haugo.
Congratulations, Chase Miller.
24-16, Sargent County leading by 8. Their largest lead so far here of this first half. Just over 3 minutes gone in quarter number 2. So Violet Richmond gets it to Kaloran. This is Learud back out now to Violet Richmond. Richmond free throw line shot is up and good. So Bixby bringing it up the floor now, looking like it's more of a man-to-man defense played here by the Raiders instead of that 1-3-1 they played through a majority of this ball game. Nelson, her contested shot is good. Nice defense there by Addison Hannig, but unable to get that one to go. Good job there by Richmond. Steps in front is Newstall, but Richmond gets it back, stops, tries to get it up top to Kaloran. Kaloran, her floater up good, no good, gets her own miss. Down low to Hannig, and we're going to have a jump ball before that shot attempt there by Addison Hannig. And possession will stay here with Maple River. So a little chaotic there, but nonetheless, the Raiders are going to be able to set up their baseline out of bounds. Hannig is going to get that one to go, and she's going to go to the line now with an opportunity to convert the three-point play. Foul called there on number 35, Sadie Newstall, her first, team second. Henning went 4 for 5 from the charity stripe there in that first quarter. Has her first opportunity here and converts. So 13 points now for Addison Henning. She leads all scoring. As Bixby guarded here by Learud. And she's going to float that one up, and they're going to give her the shooting foul, so she'll go to the line now to shoot 2. Foul called there on number 22, Kiana Learud. Her first, team second. Bixby able to get that first one to go. Carly Cadoon checking back in, as well as Amber Kerr for the Bulldogs, and Iris Richmond coming back in for the Raiders. A second free throw opportunity here for Emma Bixby is going to be off the mark. Rebound gathered there by Hovelson. Hovelson gets this now to Violet Richmond. Richmond now to Hovelson. Deflected there by Kerr, and possession will stay here with Maple River. Good job by Amber Kerr, able to get a hand on that one, deflect that one out, but 23 seconds left on the shot clock, under halfway to go remaining here in quarter number 2. Kaloran gets this into Hovelson. Hovelson able to find Kaloran, left alone at the bottom of that Sargent County defense. Good find there by Hovelson to Kaloran. Lead cut down now to 4. Bixby gets this to Cadoon. Cadoon up top now to Kerr. Bixby near side gets it down low to Nelson. Nelson doubled. Good job there by Hovelson. Fadeaway shot, no good. Newstall tries to save it, but they're going to say she was out of bounds. Good defensive possession there for the Raiders. 3 minutes remaining here in our first half. Violet Richmond. Good hesitation. Nelson steps in front, able to poke it away. Kaloran up to Hovelson. Hovelson's three-point shot off the mark. And that is going to be out of bounds. Possession for Sargent County. So it's not the last couple of possessions here, but a full court man-to-man press being played here by Sargent County, or excuse me, by the Raiders against Sargent County. As Bixby tries to fire that one to Kerr. Good save by Kerr to Newstall. As Nelson now has her dribble drive floater up, no good. And they're going to say last touch there by Violet Richmond. Thought maybe Care got a hand on it, but possession will stay here with Sargent County as we've got a timeout called here by the Bulldogs. This timeout is brought to you by Bank North. 27-23, Sargent County leading, 2:36 remaining in our first half.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
27-23, our score here. Sargent County going to keep the basketball after calling a timeout. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Newstall tries to get that into Kadoon, but a little miscommunication is going to send that one out of bounds. So Bulldogs squander that opportunity. As Violet Richmond doubled here. Hovelson with the pass now, guarded by Newstall. Hovelson able to get it to a cutting Kaloran, and that is a good basket, and she will go to the line now with an opportunity to convert. A three-point play opportunity after the foul on Carly Kadoon, her second. Team's third. Good vision there by Hovelson, able to get it to the cutting Brielle Kaloran, and she will go to the line now for the and one free throw. And that is good as well. So lead cut down now to 1. Was as large as 8 in this quarter. Maple River has not led in this second quarter. Nelson, her three-point shot up and good. Nice pass there from Newstall up to Nelson. Kaloran again cutting to the basket, deflected there by Nelson. Kaloran stripped there by Newstall, and we're going to have a timeout. Excuse me, not a timeout, a foul called there on the Raiders. That's going to be called on number 20, Claire Irie, her second, team's third. Kiana Lerood checking back in for Irie. So 3 fouls here in this second quarter, under 2 minutes to go. Newstall inbound, gets it to Bixby. Bixby able to get it past Richmond. Ahead now to Nelson. Poked around, stolen there by Violet Richmond. Deflected out of bounds and deflecting off of the knee of Violet Richmond. So good defensive play there by Violet Richmond, able to force the turnover, but unable to maintain possession there and give the Raiders an opportunity to get back to within 1 score. Nelson, her fall-away shot is good. That's great defense down low there by Brielle Kaloran. As Kaloran, her drive down to Hanning, and Nelson is going to be called for her third foul there as Addison Hanning again able to convert through the contact, and she will go to the line for her third three-point play opportunity of the game. Lily Lee checking back in for Nelson, as well as Peyton Hammond checking in for Carly Kadoon. So some foul trouble here for Sargent County to deal with. As the free throw here for Hennig is up and good. So 6 for 7 from the free throw line is Addison Hennig. She's got 16 here in the first half to lead all scoring. Hammond out to Bixby. Bixby down low to Kerr. Goes right through her hands to Lee. Good ball movement here. Lee to take one of those shots as Hammond off balance, unable to get that one to go. Good strong board there by Hennig. When we're down to our final minute of play here of the first half. This is out to Hovelson. Her three-point shot off the mark. Ball batting around. Hammond just able to save it. Dribbling the wrong way. Needs some help. Gets it ahead to Bixby and just able to cross half court before the 10-second mark. As Hammond almost stripped away there by Violet Richmond. 20-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's still 15 seconds left. Bulldogs can get a good shot. Bixby throws that one off the glass, hoping for a call, but unable to get one. Kaloran ahead now, and Lee is going to be called for the foul there. She went for the big swat, but instead, Brielle Kaloran will go back to the line now, this time to shoot two. That foul on Lee is her first, team's fifth. First free throw there for Kaloran, up and good. Opportunity to bring this down to just a 1-point lead for Sargent County with the shot clock turned off. Second free throw up and good, so the Raiders still with just one missed free throw here in this first half. Shot clock turned off. Good defense played there by Richmond on Hammond. Lazy pass, but good job there by Kerr, able to get to it. And Bixby drives, and she is going to draw the foul there on number 12, Addison Hennig. And Bixby will go to the line now to shoot two, 1 for 2 of her previous trip. That foul on Hennig is her first, team's fourth. First free throw for Bixby is no good. And 0 for 2 trip there for Bixby. Almost picked off there by Bixby, but Richmond has it now with numbers for the Raiders. This is Hovelson, her drive. Floater, and that's good. As that'll do it for your first half. In a back and forth effort, the Raiders able to come away with the lead here through our first 16 minutes. They lead 33, Sargent County 32. We'll step aside for halftime. We'll be back with first half coverage as well as a look ahead as to what both of these teams have going on their last week of the regular season in District 1.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during this golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information or visit our website, gooserivergolfclub.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
33-32 your score here from North Sargent at halftime as the Maple River Raiders able to grab the lead off of a last-second shot from Carly Hovelson to get them their first lead of the second quarter. and to get us to our current standing. The Sargent County Bulldogs led by as much as 8 in that second quarter before a great back and forth effort by the Raiders. Some great scoring efforts from Brielle Kaloran and Addison Hannig there in that second quarter. Hannig leading now with 16 points. Kaloran able to add 5 there in that second quarter. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, one of their biggest stories right now is the lack of scoring coming from their leading scorer, Carly Cadoon, only with 2 points in that first half, but did get some contributions from Peyton Hammond off the bench, knocking down 2 triples there in that second quarter, as well as Sadie Newstall with 8 all in that first quarter to help the scoring for Sargent County. For the Maple River Raiders, after this one, they're going to head home to host the Enderlin Eagles. That game's going to be played up in Page on Thursday. They will then be traveling down to Wahpeton on Friday to play Fergus Falls as part of the NDSCS Bonanza before ending their season playing Hatton Northwood on February 6th. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, after this one, they will be playing their last home game of the season also on Thursday. That game's going to be played against the Tri-State Tigers. It will also be senior night, so will surely be an exciting evening for the 4 Sargent County seniors. They'll finish their season with 2 road contests, one against Wheaton as part of that NDSCS Bonanza on February 3rd, and then their game with Edgeley Cole Montpelier from earlier this season that got snowed out will be made up on February 5th. The District 1 tournament will begin on February 9th, being played over in NDSCS. February 9th will be the first game on Friday, second round there on Saturday before finishing it up on Monday the 12th. And then 1 week between the District tournament and the Region tournament to be held up in Jamestown for Region 1. We will see what the seeding will all have in store after this one, as the winner will have that number 1 seed in District 1 and will remain with their perfect District 1, Region 1 record. Loser will likely stay at number 2, barring anything crazy here in this last week of the season. Well, the Bulldogs will start with the basketball here in this second half. Carly Cadoon, Sadie Newstall, Emma Bixby, Amber Kerr, and Lily Lee on the floor. Lee, that one difference from the starting 5, as Nelson is on the bench with 3 fouls in that first half. Bixby guarded here by Lee Rude. This is Cadoon over Hannig, and Cadoon no good. Lee going for the loose ball. Kaloran able to grab it as Violet Richmond gets it to Kaloran. Kaloran, good dish there to Hannig. Hannig no good, gets her own miss. Deflected there by Lee. And Sargent County is going to get the basketball there, but good offensive possession there by the Raiders. Able to get it right into the teeth of that Bulldog defense. So Cadoon down to Kerr, guarded here by Kiana Learud. This is Bixby now up to Newstall. Cadoon in the corner, her dribble drive stops, pops. Shot no good. Kiana Learud able to come away with the board. Violet Richmond able to find Hannig, and Hannig able to convert that one through contact as Amber Kerr unable to get a stop. Good steal there by Iris Richmond. Violet Richmond, her floater up, no good. Ball's batted around, and Bixby able to come away with it. And she's going to slow this one down. Gets it ahead now to Cadoon. Cadoon's mid-range shot up off the mark. Newstall shot no good. Rebound gathered there by Iris Richmond. This is Learud now. Almost poked away there by Newstall. As Violet Richmond has it now near side wing, guarded by Bixby. Her drive, kick out to Learud. Learud thought about the 3. Kaloran out to Hannig. Hannig's 3-point shot up and good. Addison Hannig gets the Raiders their largest lead of the evening, as we're going to have a timeout called here by the Bulldogs. as they trail in this one by 6. Timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Sargent County led midway through that second quarter by 8. They now trail by 6, just 2 minutes gone in this third quarter, as they have yet to get a bucket in this second half. Bixby guarded by Richmond. Out to Leah, her three-point shot up off the mark. Rebound there by Kiana Learud. So Sargent County still without a bucket. This is Hanig, her mid-range shot off the mark. Lee able to get the rebound. Up ahead to Cadoon. Cadoon gets that one in off the glass. Good job by Bixby, able to push that one up the floor. Violet Richmond almost left alone there, top of the key. Iris Richmond is going to have that one poked out of bounds. Looks like a 2-3 defense here for Sargent County coming off of this inbound. Violet Richmond, guarded by Newstolz, gets separation. Three-point shot is good. Third triple here for Violet Richmond, as their lead is now up to 7. So one of the concerns for Coach Hoots coming into this one was how his team was shooting the basketball, as Newstolz shot no good. Good box out there by Kaloran. Up ahead now to Iris Richmond. She gets this to Violet Richmond, and Richmond's going to take an extra step there, be called for the travel. So that shooting concern that Coach Hoots had prior to this game is not really the case up to this point, as they are shooting very well from beyond the arc, as well as taking care of the basketball, doing a good job against this pressure defense from Sargent County since that first quarter. Leah gets it to Bixby. Bixby tries to get it across the lane to Newstolz. That's a difficult pass, as she's going to throw that one out of bounds. Carly Hovelson checking in for the Raiders. Peyton Hammond and Hallie Nelson checking in for Sargent County. So Violet Richmond with the ball here for Sargent County. She gets the screen from Hanig. This is Hovelson. Hovelson back up to Richmond. Richmond out to Learud. Learud cross-court skip pass to Kaloran. Kaloran takes it right at Lee. Was falling away there, and we're going to have a rebound for Lee, but they're going to say her foot went out of bounds. Thought maybe she was going to get called for a little bit of a flying elbow there, trying to clear space against Kaloran, but either way, that's going to be Raiders basketball underneath their own hoop. Leroux trying to direct traffic, gets it into Kaloran. Kaloran's baseline drive. Somehow gets it to Addison Hanig, and Hanig going to draw the foul, and that might be on Nelson. If so, that's her fourth, and it is. So Hallie Nelson just checking in at the start of this third quarter, or for the first time here in this third quarter, excuse me. And she's going to pick up her fourth foul. So the second leading scorer for Sargent County has been pretty much MIA here since that first quarter, picking up those 2 fouls, as Amber Kerr will check in for Nelson. The second free throw here for Addison Hanning is up and good. And we're going to have a substitution here, as Claire Irie is going to check in. Kiana Leroux taking a seat. Bixby trying to get up the floor. able to get in ahead to Hamann. Hamann, good vision there to Kerr. Kerr, shot fake. A little bit of a fall away, able to clear the way for Hennig to come through. Lead cut down now to 6. Up ahead to Hovelson. This is Killerud. Down low to Hennig, and Hennig blocked there by Kerr, or excuse me, that was Hamann. Good job there on that help side defense, able to collapse on Addison Hennig. Hovelson down to Kaloran, and Kaloran unable to get the left-hand finish to go. So Sargent County with a chance to cut this down to either 4 points or maybe even just a one-possession game with a 3-point bucket. Back to that 1-3-1 style defense we saw. Deep three from Kadoon is up and good as that lead is cut down now to just one possession. As Richmond floats, and we're going to have a foul called there. As I see Coach Searstead telling his crew just to step in front instead of sticking a hand out there, allowing Richmond to get that floater opportunity. That foul was called on Carly Kadoon, her 3rd. So some foul trouble for the leading scorers coming into this one for Coach Searstead. 2nd free throw coming here for Violet Richmond is off the mark. So 1 for 2 trip. Up ahead now to Bixby. Bixby surveys, pass fake, shot no good. Irie now to Hovelson. Hovelson able to clear Hamann. This is Richmond. Her shot from the corner, no good. Hannig gets the miss, but Kerr strips it away, and this is Hamann. Hamann, a little bit of a Euro, and she's going to finish through the contact there as the lead is cut back down to 2. So Sargent County came out a little bit slow here in this second half. Lead cut back down now to just 2. Kaloran to Richmond. Richmond, her mid-range pull-up shot is good. Good job there by Violet Richmond. Able to get that one to go. As we're going to have a foul call there on Hovelson. As Bixby set a screen on Hovelson. Hovelson trying to recover there is going to be called for her 2nd, team's 1st. This is Lee now in the corner. Down low to Kadoon. Kadoon up to Kerr. Kerr's mid-range shot off the mark. Good decision there by Kadoon not to try and go for that offensive foul. This is ahead now to Irie. Offensive rebound as Bixby with the clean steal up ahead to Hamann, and Hamann. Nice touch there on the layup. Lead cut back down now to 2. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hamann and Kadoon, a little bit of a 1-2-2, 3-2 style zone defense played here. Richmond, this is Hannig. Back up top now to Richmond. Her deep 3 up and off the mark as Kerr tries to save it. Good job there by Kaloran, able to tap one back down, and Kerr is going to tip it away, and Hamann's going to come away with the steal. Hamann pushing on Kaloran, and Peyton Hamann. 10 points off the bench for Peyton Hamann, and we are tied now at 45. As we're going to have a timeout called here by the Raiders. As we are back to where we started at the beginning of this ball game, all knotted up this time, 45 apiece. 75 seconds remaining in your 3rd quarter.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
45-45, your score here from North Sargent and Sargent County able to knot this one back up after the Raiders had a lead of up to 7. So good job there by Sargent County. Big play from Peyton Hamann on those last 2 full court drives, able to convert against the Raiders' transition defense to tie this one up. So with 75 seconds remaining here in our 3rd quarter, it will be Maple River basketball. Gillaroo down to Hanning, and we're going to have a foul called. I believe that's going to be called on Bixby. And, they're going to call that one on Amber Kerr. So that's going to be Kerr's second, team's third. So Addison Hannig now to the line to shoot two. Her first free throw up and good. Hannig having a great night from the free throw line, just missing two. I think she's 8 for 10, 9 for 11, somewhere in that ballpark, as Kiana Leroux checking back in here as Claire Irie will take a seat. Second free throw here for Addison Hanning is up and good. So lead back up now to 2 as we approach the 1 minute remaining mark in quarter number 3. Ball screen goes opposite is Bixby. Kerr out to Kadoon, guarded here by Hannig. Kadoon down to Newstall. Newstall tries to get it to a cutting, flashing Bixby. Bixby rebound there by Amber Kerr, and Amber Kerr doing a good job cleaning up the glass. As about a 6 seconds difference, never mind. Turnover, Hamann, Euro, and the finish, Peyton Hamann. The North Sargent senior in her final game at North Sargent having a solid performance here. She's got 12. As Hovelson gets it to Leroux. This is Kaloran on the missed shot. As the shot clock turned off, 10 seconds remaining. Sargent County can extend this lead. Kadoon stops, pop, shot, no good. Fighting for the missed shot. Kaloran has a wide open three. Her floater three, it just hits off the back iron. And Sargent County, after a slow start to that third quarter, they lead here by 2, 49-47. We've got another quarter to decide who is going to be the number 1 seed in the upcoming District 1 tournament. Sargent County leading over the Maple River Raiders, 49-47.
Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
49-47, Sargent County leading going into the fourth quarter. Kiana Leroux, Violet Richmond, Iris Richmond, Addison Hannig, and Brielle Kaloran on the floor for the Raiders. As for Sargent County, Carly Kadoon, Peyton Hamann, Sadie Newstall, corner three from Iris Richmond. No good. Rebound gathered there by Lily Lee, Emma Bixby, and Sadie Newstall, the 5 on the floor for Sargent County. Down by 7 in that third quarter, able to storm all the way back and claim the lead is Sargent County. Newstall. And this is Hamann. She had 6 big points there. Carly Kadoon's turnaround shot over Addison Hanning is good. And you can tell the Bulldogs playing with a little bit more of a fight here in this second half as when they started it. Raiders looking to get some of that momentum back that they had going into this second half. Richmond, good pull-up 2-point shot there for Violet Richmond as she's starting to find that shooting stroke here. And Sargent County leads now by 2. Iris Richmond guarding Emma Bixby. Bixby out to Hamann. This is Lee Hamann, her corner 3-point shot up and way off the mark there. Thought maybe that hit off the top of the backboard, but it did not. So it is going to be Raider basketball, but a lot going on there as the Raiders are going to maintain possession there after that missed shot from Addison Hannig. Thought maybe the shot from Hammond hit off the backboard, then thought there was maybe a push there on Addison Hannig, but nonetheless, it's going to be Raiders basketball off the miss, and now it's going to be Raiders basketball off the foul, this time coming from number 14, Lily Lee, her second, team's first here of the fourth quarter. Down low, this is Hannig, and Addison Hannig again going to go to the line now to shoot two. Maybe some incidental contact there between Hannig and Peyton Hammond. Good sportsmanship there between those two, making sure there's nothing unnecessary there. Sadie Newsel is going to pick up her second, team second, as Hannig's first free throw here of the fourth quarter is up and good. Second free throw coming here for Addison Hannig is up and good. So 11 for 13 from the free throw line is Addison Hannig, as we are tied up now at 51. Bixby going to set up the offense. Top of the key, gets it now to Carly Cadoon, guarded by Addison Hannig. Cadoon going to drive all the way around the right side, loses it. Iris Richmond going to come away with the basketball. And that's going to be a turnover for Sargent County. 2 minutes gone here in our fourth quarter. Iris Richmond, this is Lee Root, back to Iris Richmond. Addison Hannig, her right elbow jumper is good, as the Raiders reclaim the lead. Bixby gets this to Newstol. Good on-ball pressure there from the Raiders. Newstol able to get this one all the way to the basket and convert. Sadie Newstol. She is in double figures now for Sargent County as well. So on a night where you're not getting much from your two leading scorers, some unlikely heroes, Sadie Newstol and Peyton Hammond, both in double figures for Sargent County. As Richmond, her deep three-point shot is good. Violet Richmond from way downtown gets that one to go. Cross-court skip pass to Hammond. Hammond gets it to Lee, to Bixby. Bixby is going to throw that shot up, and she is going to go to the line now to shoot two. So foul is going to be called there on number 1, Brielle Kaloran, her first, team's first. As Emma Bixby will go to the line now to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw here for Bixby, up and good. Hallie Nelson with those 4 fouls going to check in here for Sargent County, as well as Amber Kerr checking in for the Bulldogs. As for the Raiders, number 10, Carly Hovelson, checking in here in this fourth quarter. Second free throw from Bixby, up, no good. And rebound secured there by the Raiders. So 2-point ball game right now. Leroux guarded by Nelson. Hovelson. This is now Richmond. Good job there by Hovelson not to step out of bounds. Richmond guarded by Nelson. This is Hovelson in the corner. Deflected there by Bixby. Kerr comes away with the loose ball. Bixby, a baseball pass ahead to Hammond. No good. And Hallie Nelson going to be able to clean up the miss there from Nelson, and we're tied back up now at 56. Number 4, number 6, what more can you hope for here as we approach the halfway mark in quarter number 4, as Iris Richmond down low to Addison Hannig. Her shot no good. Lee and Hannig fighting for the board. Lee comes away with it. Bixby thought about getting it ahead to Hammond, but she's going to slow it down. Gets it now to Hammond in the corner. This is Nelson with a mismatch on Richmond. No good. Hannig comes away with the board, and we're going to have a tie-up. And possession favors Sargent County. Well, Sargent County will retain the basketball here. This is Lee out to Hammond in the corner. Hammond down low to Nelson. Nelson, her shot up, no good. Richmond going to push it up near sideline. Takes it all the way to the hoop, and Richmond, Violet Richmond, coast to coast. Lead now back up to 2 for the Raiders. As Bixby gets a screen there from Kerr. Off the roll, Kerr. Out to Nelson. Good pass there to Amber Kerr. No good. Nelson unable to get the board. Lee also unable to get it. Good strong board there by Iris Richmond. Getting it now ahead to Violet Richmond. This is Lee Rood. Down to Hanig. And we're going to have a foul there on Lily Lee. So Addison Hanig doing a great job here all evening, able to position herself to be able to go up into that contact. I think she's finished 3 3-point opportunities in this game as well, not to mention her 11 for 13 from the free throw stripe. So first free throw here for Hanig, this time up and no good. Brielle Kaloran checking back in for the Raiders. Sadie Newstall and Carly Cadoon checking in for the Bulldogs. Kiana Lerood going to take a seat there for Maple River. Second free throw upcoming here for Hanig. And she's going to miss that one. So that may be my bad, as she was shooting phenomenal from the free throw line here, but 0 for 2 on that trip. A little bit of a size mismatch there. Good defense there by Hovelson on Cadoon. Down low, Nelson. Her reverse layup just a little bit strong, unable to get glasses. Violet Richmond now bringing it up near side. 2.5 remaining here in our fourth quarter. Iris Richmond down to Hanig. Kaloran loses that one. Coming away with it is Amber Kerr. And Bulldogs now looking to push. This is Carly Cadoon. Steps into her 3 off the mark. As Kaloran's going to get the defensive rebound. So Violet Richmond now to Hovelson. Back up top now to Richmond. Kaloran out to Hovelson. Richmond to Richmond. Iris Richmond deflected there. Hanig. And we're going to have a double dribble there by Addison Hanig, as she tried that power dribble go up, but went for that second power dribble off that shot fake. So 2-point lead here for the Raiders, as we are down to our final 2 minutes of regulation here from North Sargent. As Newstall tries to get it down low to Kerr. Good dig there by Iris Richmond. Richmond that time deflects it, and not really sure what the contact was underneath down there on the other side, but nonetheless, this is Raiders basketball approaching our final 90 seconds here of regulation. They lead by 2. This is Hovelson, deflected. So Richmond is able to get it there in the backcourt, but they're down to 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Richmond to Kaloran. Kaloran out to Richmond. Iris Richmond, her 3-point shot off the mark. Hovelson unable to get that one to go. Hanig and Kerr tie this one up, and we're going to have a jump ball, this time in favor of the Raiders. So in minute 12 remaining here. Both teams are playing with 3 timeouts. Bulldogs have 1 foul to give before being in the bonus. Kaloran, her 3-point shot, top of the key, no good. As we are under a minute to go here, as head coach Searstead going to call a timeout here for Sargent County. And I believe it's going to be a full timeout. So we'll take one with them. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll be back in 30 from North Sargent. (58-56), Maple River leading over the Bulldogs here. Final minute to play of regulation. Missed 3-point shot there from Brielle Kaloran. Rebounded by Hallie Nelson. So it is Bulldog basketball in this final minute. Sargent County will have 2 timeouts remaining. Raiders have 3. Sargent County with 1 foul to give. The Raiders have 3 to give, just 1 on the board here in this fourth quarter. So we'll see how both teams want to play this final minute of regulation. On the floor is Sadie Newstel, Emma Bixby, Hallie Nelson, Carly Cadoon. This is Nelson. Her shot is good. As we are down to the final 40 seconds, about a 6 second difference between shot clock and game clock. This is Hanning. Hanning able to get that one to go. Easy finish there for Addison Hanning. Shot clock turned off. Once again, we'll see how Sargent County wants to play this one. Cadoon to Lee. Lee's free throw jumper off the front iron. No good. Fighting for the loose ball. And Nelson comes away with it. And we're going to have a timeout before the shot. As Lily Lee's free throw mid-range shot just off the front iron, almost just sat there on the front of the rim. So Sargent County with the timeout call. They are down to their final timeout. I believe it's going to be a full timeout. But nonetheless, we're going to keep this 30-second timeout here. So if you're the Raiders, you do have 3 timeouts to give. If you wanted to try and foul the Bulldogs not in the shooting motion, you could maybe kill some more time here, force them to inbound it a couple more times, possibly turn it over. If you're Sargent County, you do have 1 to give, so you're going to want to go for that steal if you miss this shot. Also, another thing for Sargent County, not coming in exactly setting the world on fire from behind the arc, so expect them to try and get this ball underneath and just try and tie this one up. Bixby up top now to Lee. This is Bixby in the corner. Bixby tries to get it down low to Nelson, and we're going to have a turnover there as unable to get it down low, but that was the foul they needed to give. So 8 seconds remaining here. Next foul will send someone to the line for Maple River. If you're Sargent County, I was going to say you don't want to get it to Addison Hanning, who has been shooting phenomenal from the free throw line, but we've got a timeout called here. Just a 30-second timeout. So if you're the Raiders, you're going to probably want to get this into the hands of either Violet Richmond or Addison Hanning, your 2 players who have shot from the free throw line very well. Brielle Caloran also hit a couple of free throws there, and I believe that second, third quarter, she was able to hit a couple of free throws. So shooting from the charity stripe hasn't been too big of an issue for the Raiders up to this point. But if you're Sargent County, you still have an opportunity to get a steal with 8 seconds. Still have an opportunity, especially with the Raiders inbounding it underneath Sargent County's basket. So for Sargent County, you just want to get anything going towards your own hoop. If you're the Raiders, anything going the other way, as we're going to have a foul committed by Emma Bixby. Violet Richmond will go to the line now to shoot 2. That foul on Bixby is her second. As the 8th grade Violet Richmond with 2 free throw opportunities, as she's able to hit the first of 2. Substitutions here, Lily Lee and Sadie Newstel coming in. Peyton Hammond and Amber Kerr going to take a seat. 7.3 left on the clock. So a made free throw here would almost put a nail in the coffin, as Violet Richmond does a great job there. Bixby, Cadoon. Cadoon's 3-point shot off the mark. And that'll do it here as the Raiders come into North Sargent. And they come away with a victory, sealing that number 1 seed in the District 1 tournament on the road against Sargent County. They win in this one, 62, Bulldogs 58. If we get a chance here, we will try and talk to head coach Nathan Hoots for the Maple River Raiders, as well as our Enbridge player of the game, number 12, Addison Hannig. We will try to get my cameraman Connor Olson down to the court, see if he can get them up here to our press box here from North Sargent. So with that, that'll do it from regulation. We will, like I said, hopefully hear from Coach Hoots and our Enbridge player of the game, Addison Hanig. But we will step aside, get ready for our post-game coverage as the Raiders able to weather the storm here on the road. They win over the Bulldogs, 62-58.
It was October 1st, 2009. We needed some machinery for the farm. We decided to see if we could become a dealer, and that's kind of grown into what it's been today.
We offer basically anything short line. Seed tenders, fertilizer spreaders, sprayers. We can really set ourselves apart by the knowledge we have in those things, by the amount of units we have on hand at all times.
I just have a passion for helping people, getting to know people. It just becomes a lot of fun.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education for the students. For more information, scan the QR code on screen, stop by the Sargent Central School District, or find the Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars page on Facebook. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Snowman, Mark and Jean Bogue.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
You may feel cold and gloomy when you look outside your window, but Trail District Health Unit's Brenda Stallman encourages you to keep the outdoors in mind for your overall health and well-being.
Even though we have less light to do those activities we enjoy, it's still important to get outside. Pets still need to have exercise, so take them for a walk, and kids enjoy the time that they can spend with you outdoors, so just put on more layers and get outdoors, because that typically is a proven and tried remedy to seasonal blues and loneliness.
Seasonal health tips from Trail District Health Unit.
62-58, your final score here from North Sargent, as the Sargent County Bulldogs fall to the Maple River Raiders, 62-58. The Raiders advancing to 13-3 overall on the season and keeping that District 1, Region 1 record at perfect. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they're going to be falling now to 14-2 on the season, 9-1 and 6-1 in Region 1, District 1 play respectfully. For the Bulldogs, they're going to be back at home on Thursday. That game is going to be played against the Tri-State Tigers as part of senior night over in Milner. They will finish their season with 2 road contests. They will play Wheaton as part of the NDSCS Bonanza on Saturday, and will play a makeup game with Edgeley-Cole Montpelier on February 5th to round off their regular season before the district tournament starts on February 9th. As for the Maple River Raiders, as we mentioned, they advanced to 13-3 overall on the season, cementing themselves as the number 1 seed going into that District 1 tournament. They're going to host the Enderlin Eagles on Thursday up in Page before traveling down to Wahpeton on Friday to play Fergus Falls as part of that Bonanza, and finishing off their season playing Hatton Northwood. So from what I'm able to gather from across the gym, it looks like our cameraman Connor Olson was able to get a hold of Coach Hoots as well as Addison Hanig. So we will step aside, wait for them to make their way up here to the booth in North Sargent to continue our post-game coverage here of the Raiders' victory over the Bulldogs, 62-58. We will be back with a word from the Raiders head coach, Nathan Hoots, here after the break.
Goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada has a Massey 1754 54 horsepower tractor with cab, air heat, comes with loader, 1,000 hour. It's priced at $33,000 for a limited time, 0% financing for 36 months on used MT 800E Challenger track tractors. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on the inventory available, 0% financing. New Brandt grain carts get up to $7,500 additional rebate on new Brandt grain carts. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
62-58, your final score here from North Sargent. I am joined by our Enbridge player of the game, Addison Hennig, scoring 30 points for your squad here this evening. What does this win mean for your team, being able to come down to North Sargent and come out on top?
It means a lot for us. We knew we had to work really hard, and we came out strong right away, and we just kept pushing through the whole time.
You know, in that second quarter, your guys kind of fell behind. I think you got up to 8 points, able to come out there in that end of second quarter, beginning of third quarter, get a big lead, and then it gets tied up. What was Coach Hoots telling you, and what was your team telling each other on the floor as you were trying to really weather that storm there in that fourth quarter?
We need to stay calm, remember our situation, things we do in practice, and just keep calm and know that we can get through it.
8 straight wins on the season, haven't lost since before Christmas break. Just a couple of games left here on the regular season before the district tournament. What about this team is working so well as you are approaching the finale of the regular season, getting ready for tournament time?
We really have a good team chemistry. We all work really well together, and we uplift each other. We encourage each other to be the best that we can be, and we just work every day in practice together to mesh like that.
So you talked about great teamwork. You had 30 points here tonight. Violet Richmond had 23, but you had contributions from everybody on the floor, from that defensive effort, from everybody all around, rebounding as well. So as you guys start to get ready to get into tournament play, what does the full team, what do you guys need to do to be able to continue this run going into that district tournament starting next week?
We really need to carry our momentum into this and stay aggressive. Some other games we've started kind of slower the first half, but today I think we started out pretty strong. So hopefully we can start strong every first half and continue it through the whole game.
Addison Henning, our Enbridge player of the game, she was able to finish with 30 of her team's 62 to get them the victory here from North Sargent. Congratulations, Addison, on the game.
Thank you.
We will be back with head coach Nathan Hoots after the break.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
62-58, the final score. I'm here with head coach for the Maple River Raiders, Nathan Hoots. Nathan, I was talking to Addison Henning, and she was talking about team play as being something that's very important for your squad. What was your team play able to do to get you this win here in hostile territory?
Yeah, hostile territory is right. The crowd was excellent both ways. I thought our crowd brought it. I thought your guys' crowd here in Gwinner was fantastic. Your student section was great. Being able to weather the storm as a team was extremely impressive to me as a coach. It wasn't, yes, Addison got a lot of touches and she got a lot of points, but so many of our girls were just like, she's got to touch the ball every single time down the floor. And it wasn't just Addison, it was all of the other four on the floor getting her the ball, being persistent to make sure that every time down the floor she's at least getting looked at, because the defense moves so much in her direction when we get her the ball or even look at her. Just really proud of the way that after the first quarter got a little wonky for us with a lot of deflections by Sargent County, we were able to settle down every single post pass that we had after that. The entry was clean, and when Addie gets good touches inside, when it's clean and one-on-one, she's got an array of moves, and she was able to use them tonight.
You talked about just kind of the way that the game went there, the end of the first quarter, into the second quarter, lead got up to 8 for Sargent County, able to bring it back and then even extend your lead in that beginning of the second half. What were you telling your team as you had kind of this back and forth game of runs? Like, what did you say to just make sure that they were able to kind of keep their composure and stay in it and really knock it down on themselves?
As long as we continued to get quality offensive possessions every single time down the floor, I said, I don't care if the ball goes in or not. We are executing to get to the point of where the shot is being taken. It's just a matter of whether or not it's going to go in. The reason it got out of hand is that we turned it over a couple times in a row. We took long threes that turned into long rebounds, and then they were running out 2-on-1, and we weren't getting back. We were persistent to make sure that we got 4 or 5 girls to the offensive glass because we did not want to get too many, one and dones in the offensive side. And, that kind of burnt us there in the third quarter when we got it up to 8, and then all of a sudden it was looked up and it's tied, and their fans are going bonkers. So it was really impressive for me to see us step up and play a good game. We've been struggling recently. We really haven't played a great game or even a good game since coming right out of break against Edge of the Calm. So it was nice to see us step up and play against a quality opponent.
Yeah, we were talking before the game, and you mentioned how shooting hadn't been the best. As you haven't played a full game in quite some time. It really felt like the opposite of that happened here tonight, hitting some outside shots, hitting some mid-range shots as well, and yes, being able to compete. How is a game like this going to be something that you look back on as we start to get more into that tournament time as kind of a reflection for your team to say, hey, we've done this. We are able to do this. How are you going to be able to use this game moving forward?
It's a big-time confidence booster to play against this quality. We haven't seen this good of a defense yet this year at the Class B level for sure. Mayville did a great job against us, but it's been so long since we've seen them. But just the confidence boost to know that even if things wouldn't have went our way right at the end, we played with them for an entire game, and that was really good for us. I know Coach Searstead is going to look back and go, there's no way they shoot that well when we play them again. We got them in foul trouble. They didn't make the shots that they thought they were going to make. They had a little run there in the second quarter, but besides that, he's going to look back at that and go, round 2 is going to be a lot of fun. Whenever that comes, round 2, maybe even round 3, and we said that when we went through, hope to see it 2 more times this year. And that's kind of what I talked to the girls about. Hopefully this is round 1 of a 3-round heavyweight fight. And, we got the first one, but the next 2 are going to be a lot more important.
Got the first one, likely going to be holding on to the number 1 seed going into the district tournament. And then who knows from there how many matchups you and Sargent County may still have. But 62-58, the final score here from North Sargent. Coach Hoots, congratulations on this one, and good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
The Heritage Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
62-58, the final score here from North Sargent. Maple River able to hold on and win over the Sargent County Bulldogs. The Raiders advancing to 13-3. They will be playing Enderlin on Thursday up in Page before finishing off their season against Fergus and Hatton Northwood. As for Sargent County, they fall to 14-2. They'll be back in action on Thursday against the Tri-State Tigers. That game will be played on your live event, being over in Milner. And then they will finish off with 2 road contests against Wheaton in NDSCS on February 3rd and a makeup game with EKM on February 5th. The Sargent County boys basketball team will be in action tomorrow. You can catch that on yourliveevent.com. And make sure to head over to yourliveevent.com to catch all future action coming up as we get towards the end of the regular season here for girls basketball, and the boys basketball season starting to wrap it up as well. From North Sargent, I want to thank Connor Olson, our man behind the camera, all evening long. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. I am Nick Frisch for yourliveevent.com. Have a great evening. Thank you.